Alright guys, today I'm working on a friend's 2008 Duramax. It has an EGR error code that comes and goes on his truck, so I said, he asked me if I'd take a look at it, and I said I'll do a cleaning on it like I've done before on my truck and my dad's. And this is like I say, this is 2008. My truck is a 06, but they're pretty much identical. So if you need to know how to do the whole EGR removal, cleaning, and all that, I'll try to put it in the comments or something on my other video on the LBZ, which is pretty much identical. It's a slightly different where on the EGR valve it's a different style, but pretty much the same as far as where the bolts are and everything else. But today I just wanted to give you a quick video to show you what a 280,000 mile, what the intake looks like on a 280,000 mile Duramax, and maybe suggest that you do a cleaning on yours, because it's pretty bad, it's pretty dirty. So let me take a look. Alright, so I've got all this off. Here's your EGR valve right here. If you're outside of California or where you don't need this, obviously you do that EGR delete and you get rid of this, but I'm in California, so we're going to keep it. So EGR valve, I've already cleaned it, but you can see the little valve in there. I'm not sure if you can see anything in there, but I've already got that cleaned off. Proper way to do that would be to remove it, clean it up, which is what I did, but you could probably just shoot some brake clean in here and some air and maybe an old toothbrush and just scrub this stuff out of here, and probably get away with it. Now, I have not cleaned the intake yet, but I don't know if you can see that, but it's pretty bad. There's a lot of gunk buildup in there, and that's because this truck never had the PCV reroute. You can see the PCV is still intact, the original, so maybe I'll talk him into having me do a PCV reroute on this thing as well. But for now, I'm going to do a cleaning on that, see if how much of that I can get out of there. And also, I got the air, whatever you call this, the charge pipe, all pulled apart, and that actually doesn't look bad in there, but I believe this is like a metering plate for the air, and it's pretty well caked. And then the intake doesn't look bad here, but it looks real bad right here. I don't know if you can, that's hard to tell. Let me see if I can get you in a different light. Moved you to a better spot so you can see how much is built up. I mean, some of that's 1/4 inch thick. Look at that. I mean, that's more than half that inlet's blocked with just soot. So anyways guys, if you got 200,000 miles on your truck and you've never taken this off and cleaned it, maybe you still got the PCV intact, EGR, and you're stuck with it in California, then at least take your intake apart, clean it. I'm an hour and a half I've gotten to the whole air intake. You can see my other video on how to take it apart, but it's really not much. Air box, and then the air inlet, and then there's 6 bolts bolting that air inlet to the EGR valve. So get her cleaned up so your truck can breathe a little better. As far as the turbo itself, it doesn't look, it's got a little dirt. I'm gonna get cleaned up in there a little bit too, but other than that, I think it's pretty good to go. This is a very messy process, but as you can see just how much came out just out of this pipe alone. So it's worth doing.